joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Georgia State will kick it off to get this game started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Illinois Fighting Illini offense will have the ball first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Got it in the middle, it starts.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
At the 20, he's got space. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand. At least hold them to 3.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Next going for the goal line. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. He splits the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
So the Georgia State Panthers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the... just outside the 40. The Illinois offense returns to the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind him. Nice job.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It starts. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
He'll keep it on the sneak. Got the 1st down and more. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback. Just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Illinois moving it quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Illinois puts it in play from the red zone. Handoff to the single running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield. Great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. Right down the boulevard. Hold on just a second. A flag down. Let's see what's up with that. Can't make... With a kicker like that, a costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. On the run, it's Patterson. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The quick out. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Bringing the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. How frustrating for an offense to not only see the extra defensive back with the dime package, but still have their quarterback get hit.
Yeah, when you go down, this is a passing situation. And if you're a defensive lineman, I'm pinning my ears back. I'm not playing the slightest bit of run. I don't care if they run the football. I'm getting to the quarterback. Nice job understanding that, rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
That's the end of the quarter, and Illinois has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Caught in the backfield, it's Jefferson. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Finds the tight end. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. And the Panthers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Hand off from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Panthers looking to convert on 4th down. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Landry.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Georgia State. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Fresno State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Bulldog Stadium, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Cal. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Grabbed in the backfield. It starts. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
The give to the single back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. That's caught. It's Provo. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Panthers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy. He's able to get the tackle for loss.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. To the air on first down. With the catch, it starts. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a first down. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Patterson. Out across the 30 mark. Down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. It's a running route. Touchdown, Illinois. He got it loose, and it was lights out after that.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Back to pass. Rush is on him. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Right down the middle. Makes the grab. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. Grabbed over the middle. It's Provo. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Catch in the middle. It's Durham. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Jefferson. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws toward the end zone. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
Some QBs see it right off the jump, believe what they see, and they go in and they go for it regardless. And I think right there, he knew where he wanted to go with the football, and he missed. But it looked like to me he was forcing it a little bit too much.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They want to throw it. He wants it all. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And the defender is tackled tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Panthers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. With the catch, it's Durham. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Panthers line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half. Around midfield, you can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big 4th down stop.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anyway.
There he goes. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Fighting Illini using that big run to get momentum going. Looking to throw on first down. That's it, fly. He's got it on the run. Gets out of bounds after the big game, and they've got it first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down. Using the quick game.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting one. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Draw play, quarterback keeps it. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. Never a doubt. That'll make it a two-score game at 16-7. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They'll try the run. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really
Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense getting set for first down. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. Makes the catch and a huge play on the left side.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Georgia State. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. To the air on first down. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly, but when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Running into the open space. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds a man in the middle. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Power football with the run. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it from the gun. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Illinois hoping to pop the cork on this red zone trip. They'll run it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll move the wide receiver. Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Just enough there to get it to the 25. A pickup of 2. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Going over the top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and come out.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Fair catch, called for and made. The Illinois offense returns to the field. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Gonna swing it on second down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Quickly out to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Last drive was a quick 3 and out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. They'll give it to the back. Turning it on! And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Flips it out to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting them on the ground.
This Georgia State offense ready to go with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead. Get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football.
He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
I think the QB wants that one back. You know, you're down here in the red zone, tighter areas, hard enough to fit it in, but definitely not wanting to fit it in against double coverage, and he misses, and probably a good miss, because that could have been worse.
Got his man. Touchdown, Panthers. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer.
Nice throw, nice catch, and I think we're going to see and hear a lot of that guy to that guy. A touchdown catch in game 1, now a touchdown catch in game 2. They're going to continue to find that playmaker throughout this season.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. On the option. Now the toss. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Unloads quickly. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
They'll try to power their way ahead. And he's going to go backwards, and they force a 4th down. What a play by this defensive front. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They close the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 30. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun to give, looking for room. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Ooh, I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw for it. They'll run the screen. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. This game will come down to this. A field goal try to save them. Good right down the boulevard. just over a minute to go in this one. They have the lead now to try to hold it. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession. Oh, he's got some space. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It starts. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Wants to fire on second down. Looking left. Complete downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. Splits the uprights. Good. There's a lot of celebrating going on over there after taking the lead, but there is still time on the clock.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Now in the waning seconds, Jesse, you've put yourself in position to pull this one out.
And there's a chance this may come down to the kicker, guys, so which hash mark does he like to kick from the best? You got to play.
He wants to go deep. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And those are the plays that you worry about as a defensive coordinator, man. Not getting beat over the top, but not just by any guy, but by a guy that can fly. And they've been worried about it all game long. Their game plan has been steered toward that, and right here.
He's going to let it go. Pulls it in down the sideline. Timeout on the field, and 4 ticks left to go. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. The line of scrimmage is the 28. That'll make it a 45-yard field goal attempt and a big chance to win the game. And it's good. He drove it through the uprights.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese. I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played today.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.